Shazam! There I was, just riding, styling, and profiling in this beast, planning my next mods. And just moments later, I realized this beast was planning to mod herself. It all started when I was headed to the local junk exhibition to do my share of exhibiting. Now I'm using the term junk loosely here. There was some seriously impressive machinery at this show. And I'm thinking they're gonna kick me out of here just any minute. Oh, back to my story. For almost 3 months, my giveaway GMC has been in Florida with Cleetus and the gang getting some TLC, of which I'm eternally grateful. But what I didn't know was my right front brake assembly was planning another getaway. I guess you could say it was having a come apart. Literally. So what do you know? That noise I heard getting here wasn't a dying animal. And in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have been laughing at the guy in the car next to me. And sir, if you're watching, I'm sorry. That 1983 Yugo wasn't really a turd. Well, I'm through exhibiting, and if that's a crime, I plead the fifth. Now I gotta get this dying animal back to the barn. Now here's the problem. The 1320 BBQ was just 1 week away, and I had every intention of being there. Unfortunately, my right front brake assembly hadn't been consulted on those plans. Good news is we found the problem. The bad news is we found the problem. The better news is this rotor and rotor hat didn't come apart at 80 miles an hour and test the laws of physics. But by the looks of it, it was definitely considering it. And apparently, the bolts that hold this TBM brake assembly together had become spectators.
Look out!
Can we get out of here?
As they backed out, they started grinding against this caliper bracket, producing all these metal shavings, making this bracket look like it was engineered by a blender. I started searching online for these parts and quickly realized they weren't exactly sitting on the shelf at AutoZone. So I sent Zach, who many of you know works with Cleetus, a few pictures and asked if he knew where I could find them.
Not those!
He told me he'd look into it. Bright and early the next morning, my phone goes off. It's Cleet. He heard I had a rotor come apart. After looking at the pictures, he put me in touch with Jim Braun at TBM Brakes. And folks, Jim was an absolute lifesaver. The very next day, he had a new rotor hat, a new bracket, new hardware, installation specs, and everything I needed headed my way.
Holy cow, I think he's gonna make it.
And here's the kicker. After looking at the damage, Jim told me somebody had used blue Loctite where red Loctite should have been used. As those bolts backed out, chaos followed. The best part? As usual, Cleet told Jim to send me whatever I needed and bill him. I can't tell you how much I appreciated that. I've never been much for charity, and Garrett didn't owe me a thing. So there will absolutely in the future be a video on something I'm sending him as a small token of appreciation for everything he's done for me. The truck may have been trying its best to self-destruct, but thanks to Zach, Jim, and Garrett, we were back in the fight. And oh, there's a self-inflicted wound here too, I'll get into later. Now, while I'm waiting on brake parts, I've already started those mods I already mentioned. I love the looks of the 18-inch billet specialty wheels that Cleetus gave me with the truck when I wanted. Problem is, I couldn't find an 18-inch soft compound tire with white letters. Cleetus said, well, I'll let Cleetus say it.
I kind of wanted to put the billet specialties back on it.
Nitto NT 555 R2s.
They have tires.
They have tires.
White letters.
No, but you just get a white Sharpie like the one you just handed me, and you just paint in the Nitto.
I can do that.
It's
I can
really-
detail a gun. I can probably
That's what I
detail
used to
a
do
tire.
on my Subaru.
They're here and we're going to get them.
This man stole a FedEx truck and went on a joyride and ended up in Mississippi. You also talked to somebody who said the driver seemed to be, quote, living his best life.
Before the new tires went on, the old slicks had to come off. My buddy Parker referred me here.
I'm at Executive Wheel Repair in Oakland, Tennessee. Owner's Nick DeWitt. He specializes in exotic wheels. I was real skeptical about taking those billet specialties just anywhere to have those Hoosier slicks taken off.
I'm asking you how much you got.
I'm putting the Nitto 555 R2s on. He deals with a lot of exotic wheels and tires, Lambos, and all kinds of stuff. This is Nick himself here.
As luck would have it, Nick didn't have the right TPMS sensors. Imagine that. So he ordered what I needed and I'd be back the next day. Too bad he's not a psychiatrist. It's the next day and we're back at Executive Wheel Repair.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tracy, I'm a psychiatrist. Today I'm talking about executive functioning.
Wheel! Executive Wheel! Nick has my TPMS sensors in, the tires are mounted and balanced, and everything is looking good. I gotta admit, I like them. The Nitto 555 R2s look right at home on these billet specialty wheels. But something's still missing, and I got a solution for that. Muscle Tire Lettering makes a really nice customizable rubber letter kit. Different colors, different sizes, different lettering. What they don't sell is patience, and you're gonna need some. Just take your time, cut off the 7,000 rubber doohickeys, clean everything good with acetone and use a respirator mask. Wipe the tire with acetone till no more black will come off of it. Measure twice and don't misspell anything. But if you do misspell something, do it on all 4 tires. That way it's a design choice. If you misspell it on just one, well, it's just evidence you're a dumb. Now these babies are ready to go back on the truck and tomorrow's the 1320 barbecue. The tires are done and the brakes are fixed. Oh, and that self-inflicted wound I mentioned, I saw this bolt and before my brain had time to consult with my wrench, I instinctively turned it. Turns out, it was a bolt that didn't need turning. Now the brakes had to be bled and of course that meant cycling the ABS module. And of course that required a scan tool, which of course I didn't have. So I put out a SMA message on Facebook and an old friend I hadn't seen in nearly 30 years answered the call. He drove nearly 2 hours round trip just to help me out and save my bacon. After all that, he was entitled to an exhibition, a test ride. Oh, and a side note, with these 18-inch wheels back on this truck, I've got to be very careful because it's very low to the ground. And it also threw the computer off, the speedometer's about 10 miles per hour off, and it's probably affecting the shift points as well. Now it's the morning of the barbecue. I'm giving the truck one final wipe down while Zena inspects my work. And honestly, after everything that's happened, I'm just thankful to be headed to the barbecue. This was my 3rd year coming to the 1320 barbecue. The first year I was invited the very day I brought the truck home from Florida after winning it from Cleetus. I had met Parker Cannon at a cruise-in in Bartlett, Tennessee. Parker was friends with Kyle Loftis, the founder of 1320 Video, and one of the people who helped introduce Garrett, better known as Cleetus, to the car world. Parker thought it would be a pretty awesome surprise if Kyle walked outside and found the Cleetus giveaway truck sitting in his front yard. And that's exactly what happened. Kyle walked outside, saw the truck, and his jaw just dropped. He immediately grabbed his phone, called Cleetus, and put me on speaker. I still remember Cleetus saying, I see you've met my buddy Kyle. The conversation was on after that. The three of us stood there talking for several minutes, and honestly, it was one of those pinch me moments I'll never forget.
Smile.
What stood out most to me was how genuine Kyle was. He treated me like we had known each other for years. No ego, no arrogance, just a genuinely good guy. The following year I saw Kyle again, and in true Kyle fashion, he shook my hand, remembered my name, and talked to me like we were old friends picking up where we'd left off. So when I arrived at the barbecue this year and realized Kyle wasn't there, I was disappointed. I didn't ask any questions, but I knew he had been seriously injured back in December, and something just didn't feel right. The 1320 barbecue was held on May 3rd, 2026. Kyle passed away 2 days later. I only met Kyle a couple of times, but his passing was a tremendous loss, not only to the car community, but to everyone who had the privilege of knowing him. Some people leave a much bigger mark than they'll ever realize. Kyle was one of those people. After this, there's really no good way to end the video, but I do want to thank Parker for the invite, as always. Because of Parker, I got to meet Kyle. I'm grateful for that.
Welcome to the barbecue!
Thanks for watching, and remember,